Energy prices are going to be falling by an average of about 7% from Sunday, when the new energy price cap kicks in.
This winter, households will not receive £400 in energy support from the government, so many people will be worse off through the colder months than they were last year. Martin Lewis joins us now with some tips for us. Very good morning to you, Martin.
Good morning to you both. Good morning.
Right, what's the first thing people should be doing?
I think you need to understand what's happening. We have the price cap. The price cap dictates the prices 90% of people in England, Scotland and Wales pay. On Sunday, as you've mentioned, it'll be dropping by an average 7%, but that's only an average. There's regional variation and variation depending on when you pay. And actually, it's worth digging under those numbers to see what's really going on. We're actually going to see the standing charge, that poll tax that we all pay just for having the facility of gas and electricity, going up by around 1%, a complete mistake by Ofgem, the regulator. It should not be doing this. I don't understand why it wants to do this. It's incredibly unpopular, and I think it is a real moral hazard to charge the lowest users such a great fee for using energy, but it's doing that. I will continue to campaign against it. We're seeing the price of electricity drop by a rough 9%, and the price of gas drop by roughly 8%. Now, all in all, that average is 7%, so that means for every £100 you pay now, on average, you'll pay £93 from Sunday. But it's worth noting, lower users get less of a drop, higher users get more of a drop because of the way they've structured it by putting standing charges up and putting unit charges down. Now, because prices are changing, I call this meter reading week. And that means if you pay by monthly direct debit and you don't have a working smart meter, you should be doing a meter reading sometime during the next week. So go to your meter, take a quick picture of it, that's the easiest way, and put it in. Why do you do that? Well, with prices changing on Sunday, what we want to do is reduce any error where the energy firms assume more of your usage is at the current high rates rather than after Sunday's lower rates. So you get the meter reading in, doesn't matter what day you do it. If you do it on Saturday and Sunday, fine. If you do it a few days afterwards, you can always backdate the reading you've given. And the final important tip out there is for anyone, I'm going to do this slowly, on a non-smart electricity prepayment meter. Non-smart electricity prepayment meter. Specifically, those meters change the price you pay on the day that you top up. So if I had one of those, what I'd be doing is trying not to top up this week unless you really need to, in which case just top up what you'll use this week, and then go and top up on Sunday. Because by topping up on Sunday, that's what tells your meter you should be charged a new lower price. So even if you don't need any extra energy on Sunday, go and top up your electricity on Sunday just by £1 so that your meter knows to charge you less.
Martin, just a quick technical question. OK, so I've gone to my meter, I've taken the picture, I've got the reading. You say send it in. How do I get the email address to send?
Well, you don't normally. Most people will be doing this online. They'll have an online energy account or they'll have an app energy account and they'll fill it in that way. If you're not online, you'll do it by generally calling them up, and you'll call them up and give them a meter reading. There'll be an automated system.
Got it.
But people who are on direct debit should be doing meter readings on a regular basis. Their energy firm will be telling them to do so. So they will know the process at that point.
Yeah, but if you have a smart meter, that effectively does it for you.
If you have a working smart meter, that does it for you. We're just doing some research at the moment, and in the survey we did, I've not put this out yet, but I'll tell you, it's between us. 40% of people who had smart meters who responded to the survey said they did not have a working smart meter. I think that's a higher proportion than the national average because I think it was self-selecting and people who have non-working smart meters got in touch with us. But it shows you there are a lot of smart meters out there that aren't fully doing their job. We have all paid quite a lot on our bills so that everyone has the facility to have a free smart meter, and a lot of them aren't working, and which is not a situation that we should be in, which is why I use that phrase, if you have a working smart meter.
Interesting. OK, what help is there, Martin, for those still struggling to pay their energy bills?
Well, look, we've got the benefits payment that's going to be coming in October and November for millions of people who are in benefits are going to get the next tranche, which is around £300. There's a payment for pensioners of up to £600. There's the warm home discount. So what you've got is you do have help for people who are at the lower end of the income scale, the lowest end of the income scale. The really big problem I think we're going to see this winter is for those people who are just above that threshold. Because what we had last winter is that £400 energy support. And while on average energy prices have come down from last winter, and they've come down by around £400-500. Well, averages don't work for anyone. So if you're a low to mid user and you're a low to mid earner, and those two things tend to go quite well together, then you're probably going to end up paying more than you did last winter. And we know last winter's bills were crippling. Get in touch with your energy firm if you are struggling, is what I would say. They can't always help, but it's worth doing.
All right, Martin, we're at the end of the show. In one sentence, when's your primetime show back?
We've got a mental health special coming in a couple of weeks, and then the full series is back at the end of October.
Look forward to that. Good to see you.